And I just started. Oops. Okay. I hope my internet does a good little job, because the box is just like right down there beside me. So, anyway, okay. So I made some mistakes making my cutting board. Mistake number 1 is that my table was not level. Now, I've discovered something that can help with that, by that a little curing table in and of itself that doesn't have the walls like the curing table I have, because this mold wouldn't fit in it anyway. But that it has a self-leveling thing in it where it can adjust each leg to make it in a little bubble that shows the hello, Laverne. I'm trying to read your name right. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I made mistakes. Number 1 was not having my table level. Number 2 was unmolding this to check it before it was finished, and overfilling it, because this has a little hole right there for the handle to hang on, and I kind of filled over top of it, so it doesn't really have a hole there. And because I removed it from the mold and I was trying to fix and correct it, which it would have been very gorgeous and beautiful, but what you don't see here is right here. There's the edge. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see the edge. Yeah, right there. And so now I'm going to need to get some kind of something better than with the tool that I have. So it just says that you're watching. Let me see. Bring them on video. No, I don't think you want that. So anyway, those are the mistakes I made, and it appears that this is kind of a little warped, but this might be more of a decorative thing now. This edge needs a lot of cleanup, more than my little thing that I have can do. So I need something like a resin cleaner upper tool drill, a resin drill, or a Dremel. I'm going to look into seeing which would be better. It might be good to look into getting something that's specifically made for resin to get this cleaned up. And another thing that I had a problem with, and I was able to get it back in place, but I'm not having to do any more resin with it, so it won't mess it up. But here is the little bunny that I made as a backup from when I made too much resin. And I've got a little bit of resin stuck here on the mold, and I'm going to have to put it in the freezer. Now, when you overfill, sometimes that can happen. You can get that. But the eyes stayed in place perfectly. I'm going to get some UV resin later on and put it over top of the eyes, just to ensure that it nothing can be pried out. So it's still not showing me comments. If you left me a comment, I don't see any. But anyway, so there's the second bunny. I'm gonna have a lot of these bunnies. This here is got some clear area, and this is the hardest one to unmold, is the dinosaur. I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleanup on the eye, because one eye is showing and the other eye looks like it's a little bit buried. So I loosened this the other day, but I didn't unmold it. So we got that out of there. This one I found very hard to unmold the last time. So let's see if I can work this better this time. Around to pull it from the back to unmold it. And Anyway, I'm trying not to cut myself while I'm doing this. That's the one thing about this dinosaur mold. It is hard to unmold. If it was thick mold, it wouldn't work. So, sorry. I feel like this is going to be the last time I'm making a dinosaur because I feel like it's about to tear the mold up. It is stuck. Okay. I have to lean back here. You have to have a lot of strength to remove this mold. If I could just get it over the head. Okay. We need to come this way. I don't remember how I did it last time. They bottlenecked the dinosaur. Trying to see if there's any comments. I only see one person watching. Well, I don't see it showing you're still on. Out. I knew it was going to be difficult to remove this. Just get it over the back of it. Pull it. Make sure I don't lose ground. I think I got it. Oh my goodness gracious. Ouch. I didn't cut myself this time though, but them things are very sharp, and I managed to avoid having, and the mold is okay. Now, you see the one eye, grrr, here, and this other eye, he got buried, but I don't know by how much. I'm going to look to see if he got lost. Apparently, I did get bubbles underneath on the bottom side. I don't know. But anyway, those are not going to be as noticeable. Those bubbles roar. Here he is. Anyway, that was a struggle. I can see that eye is not too far behind there. And my tool that I'm getting might help with that, but my fingernail clippers that I have, that might work too. So anyway, here. This is an adventure. Am I going to try it again? I don't know. Maybe. Put that right there. And on another note, we have a couple of watercolor paintings coming. This one, which is my favorite flower, and this big one, which, if remove these off of there, the bunnies get removed. the dinosaur gets moved, my paint, and all this paint, I made all of them. It's like clover because I used clover to preserve it. This thing is going to need some serious help if I'm ever to use it, and I have a tool right here that will come in handy with this handle. So this is the back side. Whoops, no pole. I don't want no holes. Okay, so there's the painting here. I can only show part of it because it's so huge. But anyway, so I'm going to poke it here and go in a circle. Ouch. Well, that hurt, poked me, but it didn't bleed. So, in a circle here. Did I say in a circle? I did say in a circle, but yeah. Okay. I think I have to use the resin drill, because I think I just bent the living daylights out of this one. Trying that. All kinds of mistakes we make. Being in a rush would be one. Okay, I got it fixed, but I can't use it for this thing now. This thing is just going to have to wait. Right here. There we go. That's what it will look like when we clean this up. Right here. Clean this edge up. There's your turtle. And the seashells and stars that I didn't manage to have anything opaque behind, because I did it from bottom up, and next time I'll do it from, next time I will not make the bottom the top, because that's what I did this time. Next time I will work it upwards, and the very last layer will be the top that you see. So I'll start with opaque, and I'll have a level table. And I don't know if I'll make another one of these or something different, but it will probably do better when I do the next one. And this mold will sit flat, but you got to have a flat table. You got to have a level table for it to do that. So, and this, it's not really. My nose tipping. Side of my nose is itching. My watercolor paints there. I need to work on these birds and some of the cliffs and stuff. And there's the dinosaur. Roar! So, again, look at the dinosaur. He's got pink on his belly. He's got some cleanup needing too, for where he got overfilled a little bit on that very last layer. Just some sharp edges to remove. The hole I can't do anything about now. But these are okay. These no bubbles in the line. This, just one eye needs to be have stuff removed so you can see it, and I need to put UV resin over this other eye and do a little bit of cleanup with it too. But burying the eye down there with UV resin helped keep it from floating away, and I was using a safety eye that I used to make crochet, because that's what I got. So, and the bunnies are simple. It was a free gift with some molds that I had bought, and I've used it more than the others. And so anyway, this one would need to go first. I'm going to put this in the freezer, get it really cold, see if that'll help me remove that little flashing that stuck to the mold. And if that don't, then I'm going to apply some heat to see if I can remove it with heat. put it in boiling hot water. Anyway, we'll maybe try the boiling hot water first. But anyway, I gotta clean up this mold now that I've used to make red. I only got one red, and my great niece Natalie already took it home with her. I've done green and blue and now pink. And anyway, I like that pink glitter. The both I put pink glitter in this, and I put the pink color that I came in the kit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say bye now. I'm still not being shown any comments. I don't see anybody right now that's currently watching this, but I do see Laverne came on. At least maybe it says she's watching. It has it listed 3 times, but it doesn't see. It doesn't show any comments. So if you've made a comment and it's not showing me, Facebook sometimes does that to me. I don't know why. But anyway, maybe I don't have any comments. Okay. Bye now. If you watch the replay, by the way, then leave a comment. Let me know about things. Unless you have very strong strength, I don't recommend you getting this mold unless you really want to experience the way it was. Is it worth it in the end? Probably. Is it very difficult to remove from the mold? Yes. Extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. So it would be worth it. I do have, I did get the dinosaur, oops, bumped you, from, I did get the dinosaur mold from Amazon, and it has like this kind of dinosaur and one more with it that I haven't used yet. Anyway, bye now.